All right, here we go. Assignment 2. This is our community classroom integrated assignment. Oh, look, it doesn't even say assignment 2. How fun is that? Well, at the top, hopefully you'll see that it's assignment 2. Okay. So, this is a super cool assignment, and it's integrated with Laura Lee's class, with Jason's class, and with my class. And so we are actually going to come in to somebody's online class and talk through this a little bit more. And you can ask any of us questions about it, but know that we're going to have a little bit more of a go with this particular assignment. Basically, it's a community classroom. So you as learners are going to go to Medalta on September 17th, I believe, is the date, on a Thursday. Don't quote me on that. I think it's a Thursday. And you get to go there and experience as a learner what a community classroom looks like. So going out into the community and viewing that experience as absolutely valuable classroom time and absolutely linked to curricular objectives. Kind of like what we did at Cypress with the super cool hike, which was absolutely linked to curricular objectives. So this community classroom will also be linked with curricular objectives. It's not just a field trip, not just a fun time, but actually fulfilling curricular objectives. Okay, so here we go. Community classrooms afford our students the opportunity for cultural and educational immersion through an innovative curriculum-based program that moves classroom learning into a community venue for an extended period of time. So that is from Carolyn Freeman, who you've heard me talk about over the years, and she will be there to guide us through this community classroom experience. She's a guru at Medalta, and she's a guru of community classrooms. So I think you will really enjoy this experience. Your immersion in the Medalta experience with Carolyn will set the stage for your own community classroom creation. So always thinking about the duality. So you will experience it as a learner and then start to figure out how would you actually teach this. So this assignment will go towards your assessment in science class, LA, and math class. It involves the creation of a community classroom experience at a location in your community. So it may be specific, like Police Point Park, or general, just a playground, or any kind of a park. Doesn't necessarily have to be Police Point Park. Or your community classroom could be specific to, we must be at Police Point Park. This is going to be a 2 to 3 day planning. So you're going to plan for about 2 to 3 days, because it's not, again, just a field trip. It's a little bit of an extended period of time. And it must involve all 3 subjects: science, language arts, and math. You will work in a group of approximately 4 students with 1 location. It depends on your grade groupings. If it's a big group of your grade grouping, we'll split you. If it's 5, we'll keep you all together. So part A is group work. You and your assigned group will choose a location and science, language, and math objectives for your assigned grade level. As a group, you will create 1 mini unit plan using the unit plan template, listing the location and the chosen objectives. Maximum 3 objectives per subject, of which you will all draw from. So you'll all draw from those objectives. So again, this is about a 2 or 3 day mini unit. You can integrate other subjects as well, with a maximum of 10 total objectives for the mini unit. So if you want to bring in some music or some art or some drama objectives, you could, but just don't get too crazy, because again, we want to limit those objectives to about 10 so that you can actually realistically potentially fulfill them. We want you to be really realistic, because we've actually had teachers that have seen our students' work in the past and said, I actually want a copy of that unit because I want to take my kids to Police Point Park, and all of this work has already been done to create this unit. So think really realistically and keep your kids from your practicum in mind when you're developing this. Okay, so where are we? One unit plan only will be handed in for this part of the assignment with all group members' name on it. So this is 10% of the assignment. Okay, so make sure that it's only one unit plan. Then part B is individual. Each group member will create an experience that integrates science, language arts, and math at your specific community location. So you're going to pull from those objectives. Everyone's going to pull from those objectives. Generally, how it's worked in the past is for each student to take like a morning or an afternoon block, and then that's kind of your block of time to plan for. Where are we? Include all necessary documents and materials for the lesson. So if you say we're going to create a bridge, we want you to say, okay, well, then we would need 59 toothpicks and, things like that. So think really practically about, or if you say they're going to document this on this graphic organizer, then you need to have the graphic organizer. You can't just allude to the graphic organizer. You actually have to have the graphic. It's as if you want to think about as if you were going to take this resource and just give it to your partner teacher. They want everything in there. Think kind of like teachers pay teachers. Like you want all of the documents there. Where are we here? Okay, this is important. Ensure your lesson is not worksheet driven. Don't take them to Police Point Park and have a worksheet booklet and then just like flip through. You can do that in the classroom and it's not really engaging the students in the community classroom aspect of being there. Okay, so you can definitely have them record some things, do a mind map, but try not to let it just become a booklet and that they just go from station to station and record and then that's it. This will be on your lesson plan template. So to ensure all applicable lesson plan elements are considered for your experience. Again, just trying to give you lots and lots of experience developing lesson plans, in this case, integrated lesson plans across science, math, and language arts. Then you're going to do a group presentation of community classroom experience using the Picha Kucha format. If you haven't seen this, we will give you some examples of this, so don't panic. It's basically pictures that are timed at, I believe it's 20 seconds per slide, and you have very little text, if no text. We're going for all pictures, and you're going to describe your community classroom, your objectives, what you hope the kids will accomplish, what they will learn, and sort of why you picked it. So it's a very creative presentation mode. We haven't quite figured out where we're going to do this yet, given the COVID restrictions, but we will let you know how that's going to happen. And again, we will give you some exemplars so that you have an idea of what this Picha Kucha format is. If you want to, just Google Picha Kucha education, or there's lots of examples on YouTube, so you can start to get your head around it. Okay, and then this audience. So then you're going to actually present it to an audience, and it's composed of MHC faculty as well as school district personnel. Mark Davidson has shown up. We've had the deans of education come. We had the president of the college come one year, so we'll just kind of see who can come and be part of this experience. Then at the end, there's a reflection, because reflection is so important. So after perusing the First Nations Pedagogy Online experiential page, and just go to that link, use the concept of reflecting and internalizing to write a reflection on your experiential learning experience using the following questions as a framework. So mandatory questions, you have to answer these two. How can I use this experience to impact my future classroom? And what is one way I thought deeply about teaching and learning one way I thought deeply about teaching and learning is, there we go, get the right emphasis. And then a few optional questions, so you can choose one of the following, and that's 20%. This then is 15% of each course. So it does add up, and it does impact all three courses in there. Okay. Here's your rubric. So again, just have a look through here. Who do you think did this? Not me. That would be Lauralee. We actually giggled. Jason and I giggled at this. Like, who puts this in your rubric except Lauralee? So it's kind of fun. So it's out of 12, but then it's only 10, but then it's 10%. This one's out of 16, but then it's 50%. Basically, we've given you a holistic rubric. This is basically meeting expectations. So if you do all these things, you have met the expectations, and you would basically get 9 out of 12. If you go above what's asked here, then you get into that 10, 11, 12 range. So we didn't give you 1, 2, and 4 on purpose because we wanted you to experience a different kind of rubric. Okay, that's it. Again, know that we will come in an online format and talk a little bit more about this, but just start to get your head around this. It is super fun. Start to think about community classrooms, particularly in Medicine Hat. Yes, we want it to be Medicine Hat. Don't say we're going to go to the Science Center in Calgary, but something local that you could, when you start teaching, you could actually pull your community classroom unit out and actually do it. All right, awesome. Hope you enjoy.